Flight 717, you're clear for takeoff. Hi everyone, I'm Jacob, I'm the CowHatLibrarian, and I've got an interesting one. It's grounded by a group of 4 authors, Aisha, Saeed, Huda, Al-Marashi, Jamilah, Thompkins, Bigelow, and S.K. Ali. And it's the story about a group of 5 children who are stuck in an airport together. Feek is one of them. He's a would-be poet who wants to follow in the footsteps of his father, who's well known for the same. But more often than not, Feek is following in the footsteps of his kid sister, Ruki, who he has to chase after and keep an eye on constantly because his dad is off performing and his mom is busy with the baby of the family. Hannah is with her dad, a single man, and she's upset because he went to this conference and was exploring matchmaker options, and she found out about it. And she really doesn't want a replacement mom, and he hadn't told her anything about this. So while they're at the airport, she's on the case of a missing cat named Snickerdoodles. Sammy is the karate kid who is on his way to a tournament but has a really bad case of anxiety. He's continually checking the clock and constantly worried they'll miss their flight, constantly worried the flight will be canceled and that he won't make the tournament and he won't see his brother. And last but not least is Nora. She's the daughter of a congresswoman and she has her own Knock Knock channel. And her goal while being at this airport is to head to a legendary chocolate shop so she can take videos there for her followers. The 5 of them are there for different reasons, but they stumble onto each other one by one. Feek loses track of his sister and has to go chase after her and finds that she's been caught up by Nora. Hannah sees Feek looking for his sister and offers to help, and then Sammy ends up getting dragged along by the process, being told by his parents, "Go have fun with your new friend," even though he didn't want anything of the sort. And once they track down Ruki, Hannah tells them all about Snickerdoodles. And they head off on a quest to find this lost cat in the airport so they can return him to the cat's owners. And so they head all over the place. They get reports from online that the cat was seen at a particular luggage shop, and they go there and try to scope the place out and then find that, in fact, the luggage shop mentioned was in the international terminal, not the domestic terminal they're at. So they all travel to the other part of the airport, the other terminal entirely, to look around. They get into an employee-only area because they're trying to find a back way in to that shop and find an area that has syringes and stuff labeled with poison labels and other things, and they're convinced that it's part of a plan to drug animals. And they get caught and things go downhill from there. This was good. The 4 older kids are extremely well defined, and there's something relatable there for just about any reader, I would imagine, between the different characters and their different relationships with their parents. Any of us who've had a younger sibling can certainly identify with Feek and being asked to keep an eye on Ruki when his parents are busy or unavailable. And I think we could all identify with Hannah worrying that her dad's going to get remarried without her being okay with it or even aware of it. And it was really great. The characters bounced off each other well. The setting of them being stuck in an airport due to a storm was fun and a little bit different, and I quite liked it. And I recommend it. But with that said, it wasn't quite perfect. There's spoilers ahead because I have to talk about the deal breaker. The deal breaker is simply this: how many airports in the world that have a distinct domestic and international terminal allow you to go through security to one of them and just pop back and forth between them without anyone around? That one seemed a little far-fetched to me, that this airport was big enough to have 2 separate terminals like that they had to ride a small train to get between them, but that it was all conveniently past security. That seemed a little off. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are more airports like that where there's a single security gate and then 2 separate terminals that I'm aware of. It seemed a little off. Still, I really enjoyed this. As the book continues on, the kids get caught, they get in trouble, their parents are upset, they're not supposed to do anything again at the airport, and Hannah comes over to apologize to Feek and to the others, and they get together and they sit down, and they have what ends up being a really nice Breakfast Club style moment where they actually talk. They've seen little dribs and drabs of each other in the process of looking for Rookie and then Snickerdoodle, but they get to lay it out, what they're upset about, what's going on in their lives that's so hard. And it's a really good moment. These kids who are strangers a few hours before are having this very real conversation because they've been brought together by what happened in that span of time. It was a really nice moment. It was great that Rookie is the one who finds out where Snickerdoodle is, because she refers to Cookie Cat a few times in the book earlier. And they finally realize that, hey, she's talking about Snickerdoodle, who is trapped at this place she wanted to go look at earlier on. And it ends up with a pretty happy ending, with the kids having some resolution with their parents. I like it, I recommend it, go borrow it from your local public library. Well, I'm on that note. If you use and appreciate the services offered by your public library, why not take just 1 minute and tell the powers that be exactly that? Tell your mayor, tell a council member, tell your MP or MLA that you use and appreciate the services offered by your public library. We're at a time where some public libraries are having trouble finding sustainable funding to improve the materials, services, and programs they offer us. And a few good words in the right ears might make a world of difference. If by some chance you're a library staff member, don't forget, watching my videos counts as professional development time. With that, thanks for listening to me talk about this one. By all means, please like, please subscribe, and please check back and see what else I have to talk about from the CowHat Library. Thank you. Bye now.